Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Here we are, another Goodwill. And first thing right off the bat, we're picking up an anthropology mug. Not buying it, but we just picked it up to show you guys the style of anthropology mug. I'm not picking up anthropology mugs anymore, just mugs in general. I did go to Goodwill today, and I did pick up a mug. And so I'll show you guys that in tomorrow's video. I'll get that one out. But anthropology mugs and anthropology in general, I don't know, not selling very well. Not, I guess it depends what it is and what it is you're getting from anthropology. But the mugs, I have several of those mugs already, different letters, and I'm not a buyer anymore on those. Here's a Netgear product. I'm going to put it in the cart. I'm going to comp it out later. But we're here in the electronics section. Scoping stuff out. That is an area that I prefer to go to. So when I go to different Goodwills, I start out in different areas of the Goodwill. Some of them I go straight to the glass. Some of them I start at electronics. Also depends kind of like the layout of the Goodwill. This electronics section is towards the close to the door, so it's easy for me to quickly just beeline it straight there and start going through it. Plus, it's also where I found some good stuff at this Goodwill to resell. But the last couple trips here, I haven't really turned up anything electronic-wise, so I might adjust my plan of attack for this Goodwill in the future. This isn't one of the normal Goodwills in our rotation. It's one we tend to go out to on the weekends. It's smaller. It's a little bit further from our house, but it's a good Goodwill to go to find some high-end stuff. It's in a part of town that is a little bit where things are a little bit more pricier as far as homes go and incomes. Incomes are higher in this area, so a lot of good stuff does get donated here, but nothing electronic wise that I can see. And I have, like I said, I found good electronics. I found some Bose speakers here one time. I think I mentioned it before, where I found like little servers, network attached storages or NAS devices here. But nothing today. I'm going to take a peek at this section here where they keep large goods. Just sometimes they'll put box stuff up on there, and just want to take a look, make sure there's nothing there. This is their tiny little sporting goods / backpack area. Nothing really exciting today here. I'm looking at this hard shell. It had the colors of Xbox colors, so that's why I picked it up and looked at that. Check out this little leather pack, and turned out not to be really much of anything. Just scoping out some labels, checking out the names. Sometimes it's good just to look at the, just look at labels and names and look them up and just see what's valuable and what's not valuable. Especially if you're, trying to learn a new category, or if you're looking to see, expand into different categories to help increase your sales. So sometimes it'll help just to go out, scope out Goodwills, look stuff up. No necessarily have to buy anything, but just look at the different brands and see what's sold, what their sell-through rate is, what they're sold for, what's listed, and they'll give you a good sense of what you should be picking up and what you should be looking out for. I do sell a little bit of everything, so I do a lot of looking up. And when you are looking up stuff, it should be pretty quick. It shouldn't be take too long. And some of the time that I'm spending here looking stuff up is more so for the video than anything, to help you guys and show you guys how I'm looking stuff up, what I'm looking at. The solds I'm looking at. Maybe there are some solds, but then I go and look at what's not sold and see what's still out there to give me a sense of what I should price the items at, or if it's even worth picking up. And you really shouldn't spend too much time. If you have to spend too much time looking stuff up, it's probably not even worth it. Because I mean, if I can't find it, if I can't quickly find anything on eBay, then it's definitely not worth it. How is anybody else that doesn't sell on eBay regularly or doesn't use eBay regularly? How are they supposed to find it if you can't find it? So that's the mentality that I go with when I'm looking items up. But I'm also looking for profit. Sometimes some things are hidden on eBay. I don't know, maybe the type of seller it's selling it. I don't know, but sometimes some of the items are hidden out there that should be there. I don't really understand the way the algorithm works. I see this rain jacket. I do look it up later, but I am already kind of familiar and know I'm going to pick it up. And that one goes for about $20, $25 or so, I believe, if I remember correctly. I think I'll show it in the camera a little bit later. I'm quickly trying to move through this little section here. I picked up Nike golf clubs here at this Goodwill, so I'm going to scope out the golf clubs again, see if anything's hanging out here that I should be picking up. But I really don't see any other brands that are really worth it. When I picked up the Nike golf clubs, they came rolling out in a cart, so no carts really came out on this trip. There was just that one cart out already, and it looked like it had been picked over quite a bit already, but I'm going to glance at it and just see what's in there. That purse on top with the Tommy Hilfiger, that red one, I do end up picking it up, but I do put it back. I wasn't 100%. I didn't feel 100% good about picking it up. So
Tommy bag.
I thought it was nice, and I'll scan it later and see. Sometimes you just have to move and grab your stuff, throw them in your cart, do lookups later. One of my friend of mine over at I always run into at some of these Goodwills here locally. They do a lot of shoes and clothing, and they usually just pile stuff up in the carts, and right before they leave, they start looking everything up really quick and saying what's valuable and what's not valuable. So, I don't really see anything. It's pretty picked over, that bin. So, my wife there, she is out with me today. So it's great to have a second pair of eyes looking at stuff. And she finds Dooney and Bourke purse, a really nice one. Not sure if I show the comps, but I think around about $40 to $60 on that. But a nice little Dooney and Bourke. Very clean. It's like a leather and kind of, I forget what the other material is called. But just a nice little purse. Easy to ship, easy to store. It's gonna be under a pound, so the shipping cost will be right, perfect for buyers. Jumping into the toy section, not much luck here with the toy section, and in general, I don't have that much luck in the toy sections of Goodwill. It is, while I do tend to buy a lot of toys. Usually I buy a lot from one of our suppliers. So, and they get a lot of Target returns and stuff, and we get a really good deal on it. So, that's where I tend to buy a lot of my toys. Not on the Goodwill shelves. They're just, I don't know. It just seems very picked over, and sometimes I will pull some good stuff out of there. Like I pulled some Marvel figures. I have found some Legos on the shelves. But today, nothing really exciting. Checking out this playset here. It's kind of older, but it turns out couldn't really find the exact comps on that exact set, but everything was looking right around $20 or so, $20 to $30 on that. So it wasn't going to be worth it to pick it up, pay the price that that it was listed at, and also try to make money after fees and shipping and all that. Be a little bit too much. Sometimes you just don't want to put in the effort to try to. You don't want to put in the effort to sell something if you're only going to make like $5 to $10 on an item. So I tend to shoot for the higher end, $15, $20 profit items. But if I'm buying stuff in bulk, usually I will settle for lower profit because overall the whole deal will be a larger profit. Um, Also, too, you have the items small and it's easy to store, easy to ship. I can just throw in a poly bag or something. I'd be more inclined to pick that item up as opposed to like a large box item where I will need a separate box. I will need packaging material. I'll pass on that. If it's only like $10 profit, $15 profit, maybe it's a bit of a stretch. But if it's too large and it's going to cost me a lot in shipping supplies and it's going to take a lot of time to wrap it up, I'm going to pass on that. Um, but if it's something like a little stuffed animal, and I'm going to make double, maybe it's stuffed animals of $2 or $3, I'm going to make 5 or 6. I might take that deal. And let's see, we're just scanning this little section here because this one is always like I said, I found the electronics there in the past. I found what else did I find here? There was a painting that came out of here that sold pretty well. It was a smaller one, so it was easy to ship. The purse, I think the last time I was here I got the Brighton purse, which turned out to be about $150, $200 on that one. So you just never know what you're going to find at these Goodwills. And now here I'm finding something that I'm actually going to use. This is a scrub, a body scrub that I use regularly. And here it is at Goodwill. I'm going to look it up really quick because they had it priced at $4.59, I believe. They had it priced at $4.59. And I'm just going to check. I'm going to make sure that that's actually a good deal really quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check Target because that's where I buy it at. And it appears to be that's where they got them from. So I'm going to toss that in there. I'm going to put that clock back. It turns out not to be worth it. I'm going to quickly... These are not to resell. So I'm quickly going to comp them and just see what they're going for, if it's worth me even picking it up. So, and yeah, they go for about $8, $7.99. So these were for something. No sales tax, so I'm going to pick those up. And those will be for myself. So save myself a little bit of money. And I got to, what did I get? 5 or 6 of those things? So that'll last me a while. Perfect. Shopping for myself at the Goodwill. Now let's take a look at this. The deodorant didn't have a cap. I think a lot of deodorant comes with a cap first, so I'm gonna pack that up. People hanging out around me from the left to the right, so I'm gonna move on out of here now that I got what I needed. That black bag right there that's on the top of my car, I'm gonna end up putting that back. And I thought that I don't know, I thought that little stuff bear, I asked my wife later, isn't that like the Jerry Garcia style of bear? But there was no tag on it or anything, and I scanned it and it just came up with a bunch of teddy bears, so I left it behind. We're gonna come down to the wood. There was a wooden container with a bunch of silverware in it not too long ago here at this Goodwill. And I ended up passing on it, but in hindsight, I should have picked it up. I forget what the brand was. I think it was like a double. I think it was W.M. Rogers. So that's all like silver-plated silverware. And they had it priced, I think, like really pretty good at $21. And it looked to me like a complete set. And I just at the time I just didn't want to deal with it. It was pretty heavy and it was a lot of stuff. So I ended up passing on it, but in hindsight, I probably should have picked up that deal. I do occasionally pick up silverware from time to time if it's good, of course, and it's going to sell well. So definitely look out for silverware. Could be a good profit item, but it has to be marked. A lot of them are marked. If it's not marked, then just pass it up. But or some are just marked made in China, stainless steel. And the ones that are marked, or the ones that are valuable, they will be marked. You can also Google image them too as well, and that will usually give you the not just the name of the company, but also if it has like a style name or I know Oneida has like different from different years, they have different names of their silverware. I picked up some Oneida Coronation from the 20s one time, and those all sold. So Google Image will be your best friend, and it'll give you a sense. When you look stuff up with it, and you're in the shopping little section of it, it will give you. Sometimes they'll give you eBay, what they're selling for on eBay, or other like Poshmark, or I've never seen Macari pop up on there. But sometimes just based on that, I'll make a determination of whether or not an item is worth picking up or not. Coming over to the clear glass, there were some people in here right when I walked in, and I didn't get a chance to walk through here. Usually I'll walk through here on my way to the electronics here and start glancing at stuff, looking at items, looking at the clear glass, seeing if there's any cool see if there's any cool decanters or any crystal glass. Looking out for Waterford or Baccarat crystal or anything signed. Sometimes just if a piece is well made and it's signed, that could go for a bit of a premium. Because if someone took the effort to make it and then sign it, it's a handcrafted item. And with glass, generally you can tell if it's handmade or hand blown would be the proper term, I guess. Yeah, handmade and hand blown. And that woman keeps popping up around behind me, or around me, I should say. If it's hand blown, it'll have like a little bit of remnant of where they broke it off on the bottom of the glass. So do look out for that. That is a sign of that it's been handmade or hand blown. And sometimes they will polish it. Like Murano glass will be heavily polished on the bottom, so it'll be nice and clean and clear. But sometimes you can just tell if it has that little, not nub, but like just a rougher part on the center underneath the glass. But with Murano, Murano is hard to tell if something is Murano or not, and it's highly polished on the bottom, so it's going to be hard to tell. But something to look out for. Now, that woman kept popping out around me throughout this whole trip, and I don't know about you guys, but you're going to find, at least I find, when I'm at Goodwill, there's constantly somebody that's going to be hovering around me, following me. All of a sudden, I'll walk down an aisle and boom, they're there. I don't know why that happens. They're just getting straight ahead. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'll put that back. It wasn't really worth too much. I don't understand why that happens. So, in the Goodwill universe, I don't know. Is it just me? Or do other people feel that you're being followed or someone is constantly hovering around in your little bubble there? I'm going to go ahead and scan this guy, and it would be a good deal, but yeah, I think it was $11. $11 was the price there, so I end up it's like, nah, it was just too much. There was not enough profit on them. I was going to check it out and just see if it was brand new, but it appeared to have been used before. I'm spotting some on clouds over here, so that's why I quickly just left that little area. And they were just too well used, and they were torn in the front. Those might have been a good pickup, but I don't spot on clouds very often at Goodwill, so when I spotted them there, I immediately squeezed through that little area to grab them and check them out. Alright, so I'm going to finish up here. Yeah, ultimately I'm going to put this item back. It's just there's not enough profit in there. Not enough profit for me to buy that. I'm going to scope out some other shoes. Just I saw those on clouds, so I just want to check everything out here and just make sure I'm not passing anything up. But on clouds are a bolo. They are a bolo shoe. They don't pop up very often. I'm seeing a lot more Hokas lately, and a lot of the Hokas I'm seeing are pretty well used and not worth reselling. I mean, those Enclaves weren't worth reselling, but Enclaves are. If you find Enclaves, you know, and they're in good condition, have good tread, definitely pick those up for the right price. You know, they're gonna go for about $60-ish or so. And let's see, I'm gonna take a look at the shoes on this side. Once you see something like, all right, I saw those on clouds, maybe someone's donated a second pair and they're kind of floating around. I did want to take a look over this corner. There's some people kind of hovering around looking at stuff, and I wanted to look at these bags really quick right here. Looking to see if there's any Toomey bags or anything. I think that turned out to be like a Samsonite. Still in the hunt for a Toomey brand. I have not found any out in the wild, but I do see people picking them up. And it's a high-end like luggage company. So if you find it, it resells very well and nice and high profit. So now we're proceeding over to the purses here. And I've been on a good streak of picking up some good purses. So I think I've sold this bag before. This like Chinese takeout box. The one I had was white. I'm actually looking to see right now where I have it stored or where it may be stored at, and I don't see it there. So I think I probably already sold it, but I don't think I sold it for very much. Compared to what this one cost, which I think this one was like $16, and I think I sold it for. I remember I got it at the flea market, and I sold it for around $15 or $20. So not very high profit. Actually, there'll be no profit if I bought that one. That one was $16. So after fees and shipping supplies, that leave me with maybe a few cents. Kind of scoping things out here. Trying to see if there's anything of value. Looks like one, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
It's like a top seller on Amazon.
What do we have? Is it? Oh, a leather purse. Leather like satchel, purse, bag. It was just it actually had a weird, not bad smell, but kind of like a foam. See, there's that person again wandering right in front of me. And the leather was kind of oily, and so you see me rubbing my hands there. I don't know. I was trying to find some comps that I felt like good quality leather, and maybe someone had just, you know, kind of refreshed it a little bit. But ultimately, I do find I might show it here, but I do find a comp on that, and last sold for $30 or $29.99, and there are multiple others listed. So that was a no purchase on that one. Again, looking through the purses, wallets here. Not really finding too much here. Toomey, the brand Toomey that makes luggage and stuff. They also do make wallets, so I do know they make wallets. Be on the lookout for Toomey wallets. So I'm scoping out this purse again. I'm just trying to see, like, is it? The quality was kind of there. The internal fabric just had a funky smell. It wasn't a bad smell. It was more like a chemical-y-ish smell. So there it is. And I see I find the comp right there. $29.99. One sold. Just scoping it out really quick. Let's see. Let's check. Okay, we're gonna scroll through here. We're gonna check to see if they're any listed, and look at that. There's quite a few still listed right now. So only one sold and all the other ones listed. I'll put that back. Although I keep it in my cart for a little bit longer, even though it was right next to the purse. I don't know why I left it there in my cart. I don't find out that Chinese takeout thing is $16 till a little bit later. I'm gonna go check out the glass now. The glass is on the other side here, and I haven't really started their glass area because it's kind of they don't really have good stuff in their glass that often. Not to say I haven't purchased anything out of their glass. It's just historically not that great. So I'm gonna roll through here, just kind of scope stuff out. Nothing very good already. And a bunch of purses in there. Nothing really exciting in the purses. Everything looked fairly modern. And it was like a PS3, I believe, with the original box. I left it in there. It was like I'm not really purchasing game consoles right now. Oh yeah, I was gonna Google image that purse right on top really quick. It looked interesting. Looked like it might be something that's cool. But turns out about a $20 or $30 little purse or tablet bag. I'm not sure exactly what it was. If it was a tablet or a purse. I'm gonna go ahead and scope out. Let's see what else in the electronic area here. And then shoes. Nothing very exciting in the shoes there. Nothing worth picking up to resell. However, I do spot on the other side of the glass there is a few camera bags, which I'm going to ultimately take a look at. There was an Apple TV in there. And Apple TV is just really dead. They don't have any resale value. You would think because they're Apple, you know, Apple has a resale, and everybody likes Apple, but Apple TVs, no. So, passing up Apple TVs. But I spot a camera bag, and there's a woman that's going to help me.
I'll be roaming around the
I think
store.
I ended up turning on the camera right about here, just so the camera's not in the woman's face. Yeah, so I ended up picking up it's a Canon camera, little point and shoot. And so the woman was right there, and I didn't want to just be right in front of her face with that. Here's a sack roots, which are okay, depending upon the price, what you're paying for it. That was like $4.69, and that one goes for about $20 or $30. So,
That's right.
that clock. Do I look at the clock now or later? I'm looking at it right now, really quick. I'm gonna take a look and just see. Should I be buying it? Should I not be buying it? And the results are I couldn't scan it in with a barcode, but I'm not going to buy it anyway. I do spot a couple other. Oh yeah, there are a couple other of the camera bags there, but nothing really exciting with those cameras. So we're going to move on down. I'm going to start putting stuff away. I always put it back to where I got it. But I'm also scoping out the shoes here really quick. Just seeing if there's anything worth it. You know, the shoes are, usually right around $16 a pair. So at that cost, I am not a buyer for most shoes. So unless it's going to be, sell for the higher ends. Then I'm not going for it. And then like the Jordans and stuff, they'll price them up even higher than Jordans. So put that one back. I'm gonna put that Tommy Hilfiger one back. I'm definitely grabbing the body scrub. I just couldn't really find any good comps on it, and I thought it was a good purse, but I guess I'll put it back here. Where am I going? I think I might end up giving it back to put back or something. But I'm on my way. I'm going to put back that digital clock thing. I'm also going to put back the neck gear. And Not the Dooney or not the Sacramento. Those ones I want to keep. I'm going to scan it, get it, just really quickly get a sense for what it's going to go for, and just make sure it's just make sure the style comes up when I'm scanning it to make sure it's a legit style. Yeah, here we go. Let's scan that Tommy. I guess I haven't scanned that Tommy yet, so scan it right now. I thought it might be a good one, but I don't know. The style just wasn't. I don't know. I didn't like the style of it, but I'm trying to figure out if it's a vintage piece or not, and ultimately, it wasn't very exciting to me. I'm just doing a quick scan of these. Oh no, the sack roots I'm going to look up. Yeah, you can't talk to text sack roots. It doesn't come up properly. It comes up as S-A-C-K. S-K-R-O-T. So we got close to about $30 maybe in that one, on that one. So for that one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to purchase that one. What am I doing here? Why am I scanning up there now? Oh no, this was no, let's go with the same sack rates. What are they doing that for? Don't know what I was doing there, guys. But either way, we're going to do the recap here of what I actually purchased. Get a little more closer look at the items that I'm going to be reselling. Okay, everybody. So here's a little bit of a deeper dive into what I purchased here. This one I did not show on camera, just because I didn't want the camera to be in the face of the buyer there. But first of all, low pro camera case. I spotted that. You know, it's about a $10 to $15 case on its own. This whole thing was, I think I took the tag off it already because it was on the camera. The whole thing was $25. So I definitely paid up for a Goodwill. But this camera here, which doesn't work, so I am taking a bit of a gamble. It doesn't work because I don't think the battery that's in it just wasn't charging, and it's pretty inflated. If that comes out on camera, it's kind of expanding there. So definitely needs a new battery. And if it does work, you know, it can go anywhere from $60 to $80. So thought it was worth it. Take a chance on a camera. Plus the camera bag is worth something, so I'll definitely have a little bit of value there in 2 items. But it came with some accessories. The accessories weren't really exciting. This is that Dooney Bourke purse I got. So really nice purse. Very clean. That's the other good thing about it. It was a nice, good, clean purse. $6.39. Don't really see that too much on Dooney Bourke purses. They'll usually price them up, have them in the glass. So this will be a good profit item right here. You know, probably about 40, 50 bucks on that guy. So, and it has the bag charm. You know, just more pluses on this one. The style I don't think is very desirable, but it will still sell because it's a Dooney. Dooneys are sound, they're popular. And then this is that rain jacket here, or rain suit, I should say. And that goes for about $20 to $25. And that one I paid $7.09. This will be an easy shipper too. This just goes in a standard poly bag. Not even don't even need to use a padded poly bag. You know, just a standard poly bag. Boom, get that out of here, shipped out. Medium to large. It's the whole suit, so it's the jacket and the pants. Not rain season right now, but I know you know, sudden storms do pop up from time to time. Parts of the area. Parts of the different areas of the country. So, but I mean, I can hold out till rain season. This one was actually more than the Dooney. It's $7.09 on this rain suit. So, go figure why the Dooney was less than this guy. But still a good profit item. Then we had. Did I buy anything else? I thought this is all I bought there. Thought maybe I bought something else from there. Because I did get all these scrubs, which $4.09. For some reason I thought they said it was more, but not bad on those. But this is the sack roots. You know what, today I'll feature this in the next video, but I did pick up a sack roots, another sack roots today. And this one had no tag there, but Luckily, the tag was in the back. $4.09, and we should hopefully turn that into 20 to 30 bucks on this guy. And again, easy shipper, goes in a poly bag. Just will probably put in a padded poly bag, and nice shipper. You know, shouldn't get a return on something like this or these purses, you know, unless maybe the lighting in my picture was bad. But sack roots, you know, sack roots generally are right around $20, $15, $20, $30. So your buying costs, you shouldn't be paying more than $5 for them, unless it's something like large, like a large tote or like a backpack. So $4.19 isn't bad. Still within the range where I'm going to make a decent profit on that. Yeah, but that's what I picked up at that Goodwill. Nothing crazy, but you know, probably at the end of the day, a couple $100. You know, just on a little trip out to another, a little bit further part of town than we usually go to, and you know, that could pay for our lunch or our dinner or whatever we ate that day, or you know, it's good stuff for the store. It's going to sell, going to bring us profit, going to put money in the bank. Yeah, those are just a few items. Here's a couple things I bought recently, and not on video, but this is a Marc Jacobs little wristlet or wallet. So wristlet because it has the thing here to put on your wrist, and you can put all your money, your cards in there. It's a cool little small all leather. Now Marc Jacobs isn't a brand I would normally pick up, but you know, the price was a bit lower end, so $6.09, and this resells for about $25, so not bad. And it's small, again, easy shipper. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. Easy shipper, easy to store, everything right there. One thing that's not an easy shipper, and I know it's been in my video before, or my previous video, is this glass head that I picked up in a video, or I picked up not in a video, I picked up and it's not in a video, $11.49, and I didn't scan it, but it had a sticker right here, and I just typed in Spain glass head, and it came up. It's like 40 to 50 bucks. I think it's recycled glass too. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's recycled glass. But not, you know, not the best glass piece in the world, but I think it's the subject matter that really counts here. So just a nice head, Spain. Just typed in Spain glass head, and that came right up. So that's not a bad piece, not a bad profit there. And I wouldn't mind shipping that out since I'm going to make over $20 on that piece right there. Either way, that's the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all the new subscribers that are out there. And I'm also posting shorts, and on my shorts I'm posting some more unique, you know, a little more unique items that maybe I didn't pick up in video, or some solds that happen, some pretty exciting solds. So keep an eye out for my shorts as well. That's where I'll post some additional just quick little, you know, videos of hopefully, you know, some items you guys haven't seen, or high profit items that to be on the lookout for. So that's the video for today. Thank you guys for subscribing, and please comment down below. Thumbs up is always appreciated. And any new viewers here, please subscribe if you find this channel interesting, or if you want to learn more about reselling, because that's what I do, and been doing it for a long time. So have another video tomorrow. Went to Goodwill again, got some Goodwill again. That's what I do, is go to Goodwills and flea markets, but got some good stuff today, so that'll be in the video tomorrow. Thank you guys.